Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna do another mist video. Just gotta get working on stuff. Hopefully we'll we gotta finish that water. We gotta get a pail going. I gotta figure out what I need to make a pail. Maybe I'll bring that workbench down. I also need to put some more time in on the house. I was saving the wood for the storage locker, but you know what? That gives me a bit of wood, nails. We might do a couple of quick days just to get myself the building done. I know I got like, I want to say 80 hours left to work on it, but it's a lot of tree cutting yet. So we are at what time? 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, we can take at least 10 hours off today. I'm sure. I have enough to keep me busy the whole day. Oh, and we've got a... Nice. It's always good to find somebody laying around like that with stuff on them, because a lot of times salt is on them. And salt is going to be a very important commodity later. No, there's a little bit of food. That'll help. That'll help. That'll help. How many of them are there around? See, drugs kill, folks. Okay. I've never used those, although I suppose I could be drinking the water shortly. Okay, the first priority at this point, I think, is the house. Get all this stuff inside, out of the quote-unquote weather. Okay. Oh no. The ongoing sound is horrible. Okay, let's see. We have to have something to drink around here. Now, that'll help. Now, I am in desperate need for that, and look, it just gives just that little bit and takes away the thirst. So we definitely think blueberries is something to be picking up. It's not going to keep you alive for a long time, but it can take the edge off, giving you a little bit more time to get to somewhere. I don't have time to play around with Mr. Barrett at this point, which is why the M4 is out. What is it gonna take to make the pail? Pail, I'm gonna need 1 and 4. Ooh. I got those. I was thinking I heard something, and I'm kind of paranoid it might be the bear. See, now this is the one I was... Oh yes, my emergency soda. Thought I actually left a Coke here, can of food too, but that's gonna get me... That's really gonna help. Storage is not going to be a problem. We're going to have plenty of storage down here. And not having to make the storage just saves resources. Alright, what time are we? I think I'm going to spend a little bit of that time working on the house a little more, but I think that this is now requiring that I go and try to find. I'm going to get a couple more bag spaces and try to find. How time flies when you're working hard. We're going to sleep and then we're going to run off and we're going to at least get one pail. I think they have a pail there. And we'll have to, we're talking about going into the bandit camp. Okay, this is the side I want to be in. Okay, so we want there we are. What time is it? It's 10 minutes to 5. Still technically night, so I'm not going to go down. And now it's daytime, the birds have started chirping. So, the rulebook thumb I've been playing by is basically if the birds are making sound, it's pretty safe to go outside. Of course, now this is the proper time for the thing to jump out at me and kill me. Gonna do a little looting around here before I run back to the base. This is a base I think would be interesting, but I'm not sure I'd really want to do it. Because get those... I mean, this is the plan to continue playing this for quite a bit. And I mean, to try things out or to get started, maybe it'd be a cool place to be. I mean, I'm using it as a sub base sort of thing. But my plan here is to actually set up here. And that way, when I want to go and kill things at night, I can go over there. I can just set up, have some sort of lighting going on, and shoot at them from above. You know, that sort of thing. Alright, so I'm going to work on this for a few minutes. I want to wait till like 7 o'clock. Just... And you see, this is how we're getting things done. It's... got, you know, I've done almost 20 hours in the last couple of little times here. Definitely not an overnight kind of job. Now wait a minute, where exactly am I? I think this is the way I want to go. Here's that car. Is this the one I started at this time? I know I started here. Oh, here we go. Go can. So even if there isn't bag spaces here, it's worth coming for to grab the fuel, and it's the one we started at this time, which is fine. I thought it was on a different road, but this is actually good. I now know pretty much exactly where it is. This is closer to the pond, the elevated pond. Let me put it that way. I thought it was off the road that was up near the White House. You know, behind the White House, the one that went to the bandit camp with the sniper. Which is this road. Which we are not going up, because that's very fatal. I still am not sure how I'm going to approach that. I mean, there's no cover. You're coming up the road. The only possible effect is if I got a sniper rifle from another camp, I might be able to take out their sniper. And yes, we're gonna continue to consume blueberries as we find them. Truck here this time. And an engine. And here's another starting point. So we got a couple of bag spaces, some matches. No, I don't want the sticks. Oh yes, I want the blueberries. Look at that. Oh, and a bottle of water. There's one of the things I really needed. Was a bottle. Right now, from here, there's the bandit camp. There's a house with a few of the infected in it, and in this outhouse right here is another upgrade. Oh, and another bottle. This isn't full. I just got another upgrade. How did that happen? Eat all. Alright. Where am I? I have no space for those. Or those. I think I'm going to make a quick jaunt back to base. Because these plastic bottles are going to do wonders. Not to mention the engine. In fact, I think I'm only missing the engine and one tire. I think I'm still missing a tire. So, the tire. Not even a liter between the two of them. But it is what it is. Alright. It's gonna be enough to keep me going for another day or two. That's enough to make a bucket. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little more work on this. Drink until enough. God, I had missed that. This. Drink until enough. That should fill me right up. And now we're gonna run up. Gonna take 20 minutes and drop the engine in. Then we're gonna go up and I gotta really find a tire. I've picked tires up everywhere over the time. And it's funny how you just don't remember where they all are. Okay, so this is the road I want to take. Alright, so we're missing one tire. And I know that ooh, I didn't clean this all out. There we go, we got a cup of cloth. I was like sure that we'd clean this all out. Was there a tire? I know there was revolver bullets down here. It has been almost every time. And there they are again. This is empty. Tire will be on the outside anyway. Bottles in the future will become useful. It's for creating alcohol through a still. Ooh, yep. And a bandage. Bandages are always good. $2 soda. Okay, so we're really not in a big hurry now for that. So I might try... Well, I'm going to want to look at the White House. White House has an awful lot of cabinets in it now, and things are spawning more, so... I guess they're spawning the way he planned. I guess it was some sort of bug that's causing it not to happen. And, you know, this is definitely an early access. We're always in alpha here. I mean, he's a development company of one. Though he did say he hired some people, so things would come faster and everything. I mean, this guy's got to pay his paper, you know, existing, so... I guess things have been picking up well enough where he's, feels confident enough to hire a couple of people, which is always a good thing. Especially if it causes more updates, faster release day, you know, all that happiness. Oh yeah, a few things I left here last time, that's right. Especially in this corner. Oop, full again? Again? Again. Well, I'm not thirsty, that's for sure. So we still have goods here. Oh, and you know we haven't gone up to... Well, we're gonna go do that now. There's 5 bag spaces up here. There's a 3 and a 2. Oh, maybe there's... and another 2 maybe. I don't remember if this was counted in that or not. A little fuel. Some stuff. I'm gonna leave this stuff. An SUV up here. And that's what I'm saying, is that some of the things are random enough where it's really nice. Got 2 wood, so I can pick up another board or 2. And there's the tucker. And there's another engine. This engine seems to be in better shape. But the other one's already in, so we'll just take this out. What do I got for space? Not a lot. Well, I'm gonna go get... yeah, because that's M4. So I could put this over here, put this in here, bring up the M4, reload, bring this out, put this back, but I still need another space, so... and that's right down there. God, I didn't break my ankle. Which happens way too much for me in this game. There's a bottle of alcohol. And blueberries. See, now I've picked up 2 boards and I've gotten 7 of them in those 2 boards, so obviously you don't always pick up just one. This is a machete. There's stuff everywhere here. I'm gonna grab those only because I'm sure I'm not gonna. Is this a roof of something? Oh, this is the No-Tell Motel. So, this is weird. Kind of loops around and I didn't even realize it. Even though this has fences around it and such, it's actually a player housing place. There's no bandits. I think I already had revolver ammo, so that's good. More sprained ankle pills. Bandage. Okay, nothing more out here. A little bit of fuel. Oop, was that a bag I just saw? Yep. Oh, place to render fat. There's quite a bit of fuel there. I'm in the middle of want to get up this tower. I think I have what, 3 bag spaces now? 2. We have everything we need to get that vehicle running. A couple deer and a chicken. So ammunition stuff up there, I'm just not going to take it right now. There's another crowbar. Spark plug. So now I have a spark plug and an engine towards the second car. Find a second battery and now the deal here is we have the second tower in the same vicinity. More ammunition in there. So this place has got a lot of ammunition in it, and I'm going to have to come back and gather stuff up, but Just kind of looking for things that quickly stack with what I already have. Kind of not wanting to take all my spaces in case I run into something really good. And the ammunition could be good, but oh, I didn't even look at the engine. 3/4 of a gallon, or liter. And there should be another vehicle out here. Maybe I skipped it. Maybe I had to follow the road to get to it. There is another vehicle in that vicinity. I'm not sure what it is this time. Most of the time I've seen it, I think it's been a SUV type. You know, there's only 2 vehicles that you can drive. And that's another thing I think he's been talking about, possibly adding more vehicles that you can drive. You know, more styles. I'm good with all that. I'd like to see ways of fixing the engines so that when you find an engine that's only got like 20% on it, you can maybe fix it up. I mean, I know. We have wish lists, he has a desire to put in list, and they don't always overlap. Okay, so we had a really cool day, but this day is going by quick. So we're gonna have to head back. I'll maybe spend a couple of hours working on the house, and go back to sleep again. Only this time when we wake up, we're gonna have a ton of bag space. Stamina. Doesn't take very much. Once we're here, we're going to be able to build it right back up. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Now see, picking up all those boards is going to actually help. We may be actually done with the boards today. That would be crazy good. Yes. Okay. Okay. That's what the revolver ammo, right? Yep. So I can put this over here. I did not pick up any shotgun ammo. As I said, there's going to be a lot of sorting necessary. a lot later than I wanted to be. And drinking is going to pass more time, so I kind of need to get back. Alright, our hunger's up there too, so we're just going to do one of these. Of course I heard something. Why wouldn't I? Now, he has 2 slots here for left hand and 4 for main hand. If he had a quick slot, like, so you could put sleeping bag in it or something, I don't know. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. Could I put that in here? Oh, I could. So let's try that. Well, I'll be. That was a wonderful time. Okay, so we're going to pull that same stunt again. We're going to go over, we're going to work on the building a little bit before we make our run. This time we are going to get to the White House. Okay, 8 o'clock seems late enough. I'm gonna drink that. Can of beef. That over here, and I'm gonna put this up in here, put that up in there. Oh, I should have grabbed the crowbar. Well, we'll have to do that after I've gotten... There's a cottage over here that has no infected in it, but it does have a locked door. I think it was when I was doing the bag video we went in. Or maybe it was the end of last season. But yeah, it didn't have anything worthwhile in it. Doesn't mean it won't this time. That could have been part of the spawning problems. I don't know. You know, finding an M4 in a freaking box in a little hut, like the little brick buildings on the first day, was just crazy. Let's see if this has anything on it. And I've checked it each series, but like you said, they had some loot spawning problems, so we're just gonna check, and it still does not have anything. He may have stopped doing that. Who knows? Okay, there's nothing here. Sugar here. Well, I'm not going to worry about taking it from here unless it's kind of a mission critical thing. In fact, I'm going to put the empty bottle here just in case. It's one less thing I have to go after. There's a lot of matches in here. There's a lot of ammunition in this house. We have no furniture, but we have ammunition. NRA safe house. Or CIA safe house, whichever. Okay, we still have absolutely nothing in here. Now the White House, I definitely thinking it might be one of those places I want to set up one day. It starts with a garage, it starts with all kinds of stuff. And it's right next to this big bandit camp. Which, if stuff is respawning, would be a great place for a farm city. Okay. Now the approach is obviously very specific. No spawns, the M4 is there. I'm gonna leave it. If anything ever happens, I know where there's one. Second gear, that's nice. E-bag space. Yet another gear. Boys are kind of careless with all their ammunition, just lying around everywhere. Single shotgun shell, really hard to see, but it's there. Book of matches. Another guessing can. A third engine. There we go. Now I've done a few videos. I'm expecting that some of you might have seen some of them, so I'm not being so, oh yeah, and over here is this, because obviously, oh, there's some charcoal. Charcoal's interesting because later on you can make gunpowder with it. Once we get the mine open, the mine, he has closed. I've been down there just a little while ago, and actually it's been quite a few patches since, but he hasn't announced that he's opened the mine in the patches, so I'm going to assume that they're still not there. He wants to put in a some sort of puzzle to be able to enter the mine, and I get it. It kind of adds content, kind of adds something else to do, something to work on. He's talking about adding well, like I told you, fishing and some hunting, and you're going to be able to actually improve skills and give yourself better chances at succeeding at certain things. I imagine some of them will be like, butchering, so that when you catch a deer, you actually have you have a better chance of getting more off that deer. I'm kind of excited because these are things that will make the game more interesting as time goes on. It gives you goals, it gives you things to go do. Because realistically, ooh, there's another tire in there. That's one I've never found before. Not saying it wasn't there before, do I have space? Do I want to grab that bottle? I do not have space. Ooh, I do have space. I can eat this. But we run successful in finding a pail. Now, in the past I've seen bandits in this camp, but it's been quite a while. I've had like no problem sneaking in like that in a long time, for a long time. So I'm starting to wonder if possibly there might be an issue with the camp. Because no matter how good you are, once in a while you're gonna flub up and so to be 100% successful for such a period of time, starting to call things into question. So right now I think I'm heading up towards right now I'm going to come across a bandit camp fairly soon. I need to keep my eyes out for two things. I need the bear and that bandit camp because I don't want to run into it. Can I afford to drop here? Both fuel cans have fuel. Interesting. The MREs will give me full health and full, what do you call it, instantly. I'll throw this charcoal in there. Couple of feathers, some sticks. Just so I have a little bit of room in case I do find a pail, I can grab it. And those pails are single item, you can't have two of them. They don't stack. So now right there is the bandit camp. We are now in excess of an hour, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up fairly soon. But of course, you know, I do want to get somewhere safe before I do that. Alright, so now we are looking for the bear. We're also kind of listening for the bear because there's no denying the sound of his hoofs. Pause. Pause, not hoofs. Hoofs would be more of a horse. pail seems to be very rare this time, so I think I'm going to make one. Damn, a cigarette. I'll trade you a cigarette for a pail. Gonna save before I get in the vehicle because, well, like I said, there's been issues over time, and there we go. Life just got better. Now the thing about the vehicle is they're not the best. So I want to be careful with it. There's nothing worse than rolling this silly thing over. Didn't do that in the last series, but I did have an issue. And I did get it stuck, and it was kind of late. I was late in the day, and I needed to deal with it immediately. So what I did is got out and ran. Came back the next day or the day after, and I did get it going again, but alright. Alright, so there we are. Alright, so we're in a pretty safe location. We've got a vehicle now. We've gathered a whole lot of bag space. And I know of at least another two. You know, a two slot spot that I haven't been to, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure I haven't been there yet this season. So we're gonna have to hustle on up there and see what we can do. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow or next episode. Oh, wait a minute, that's a total of 3 gears. Wow. So we can upgrade that workbench. Yeah, I gotta move that. Well, now we're in this position where we can actually start putting stuff on the truck, and this is for the second vehicle. If I can get the truck running and have that, that would mean that I would have enough to I could take and carry all the stuff in the back of the SUV and bring other vehicles here. That would be crazy cool, because then I could end up with all the vehicles from the map in one location. Alright. Have a great day.